Hey guys, welcome. So, after we have pre-qualified all of our products that we found interesting, we verified that they're under a pound weight, that they're over $12, that they're, we see that, they have a small amount of reviews and they're bringing in sales, or maybe if you're not using the Jungle Scout Pro tool, you see that they have a low or a very good BSR, Amazon's best sellers rank, and it's a product you definitely want to check out. You have interest in. It doesn't have any restrictions. It doesn't have a patent on it, and you feel like this could be the one for you, and you're ready to go to the next level of your research. You want to go right here to Alibaba.com. Now, you may have heard of Alibaba. It is a huge platform that has thousands and thousands, and I believe even millions of sellers on there that are selling goods from China, and they sell them in bulk. Now, here's the thing. Um, the reason why Alibaba is so awesome is because you can actually get in contact with actual manufacturing companies from China that allow you to private label your products. Now, what does private label mean and why is it so important? Private labeling is taking a general product that doesn't have a patent on it or is not trademarked and putting your own logo on that product and selling it with your own branding on that product. Now, once you put your branding on that general product, does that product become yours? Not necessarily, because you haven't issued a patent or a trademark for the product, but you're allowed to sell it and it's your branding, and it gives it that unique look. And the reason why private labeling is so important on the Amazon platform is that, remember, when you are a unique product on Amazon, and you are not a trademark good that a trademark product that you're just reselling, you don't have to compete with other sellers on Amazon. You're your own unique product. You're not competing for that buy box that we talked about earlier in the course. You're just set up in your own lane doing your own thing because Amazon sees you as a unique product. You can't be resold because you are private labeled. No one has your brand, your logo, your name. Obviously, we'll make sure that the logos and the brandings and the names that we come up with, nobody has those already, but there's ways to check that. But if you private label your product, you don't have to worry heavily about Amazon competition for the buy box. And it's pretty cool because you get to kind of build a brand on a general product. And I mean, the ability to do this in this day and age was non-existent 20 years ago. The barriers to entry to start selling products in bulk and to put your own logo, your own branding on it, the cost was exponential. But now, because of sites like Alibaba, we could find good products that have a very low cost but good products. And through these companies, through these manufacturers and these suppliers that we'll talk to on Alibaba, we get the ability, straight through them, straight through this one place, Alibaba, straight through this one website. We get our packaging. We get to put our logo on the products, all of our barcodes, all the things that'll be necessary. We can do that with just dealing with the supplier directly on Alibaba. So it's really convenient. It's really secure as well. It's a great place, I believe, to do business and to test out different products. And you'll see that there are a lot of suppliers on here that will offer you a product with a very low minimum order quantity, meaning that you don't have to break the bank in order to get started with selling on Amazon. So earlier we had created an account for Alibaba, so you should be ready to rock, because you will need an account, because you will have a profile that is directly talking to other suppliers and sellers on Alibaba. So you will need to have an account, and I hope you created that already. So the first thing we do here is we're going to search. I'll just pull up a product at random, but go ahead and search one of the products that you found interested in that actually passed all the pre-qualifications that we had set earlier. So I'll just pick one here. So let's go different product. Let's go with these silicone egg cookers. So the very first thing we want to do before we actually start searching is we want to filter the sellers here on Alibaba, we don't want to talk to every single seller on here. We want to filter out and only talk to the ones that have a good rapport with Alibaba. So the way you do that is that you say, hey, I only want to deal with gold suppliers, because that means that they've been pre-qualified about Alibaba. Alibaba actually gives them kind of like backing to say, hey, we trust this person. They're a seller on here. We know them. We trust them. They do good business. So I'll go ahead and click that. And what that does is it filters my entire list to where I only am going to see gold suppliers, those who are trustworthy, who are trusted by the Alibaba website. So once I have that, I'll just simply start to go through here and start to look at the prices. Now you'll see this minimum order. Now that is your MOQ, your minimum order quantity. That is the amount that is the minimal amount that can be purchased when going through Alibaba. Here's the thing though, once you start talking to the supplier, you'll see that you can even get much lower MOQs or minimum order quantities than the ones that they have posted on their front page. So for example, let's say, I'm interested in this person right here. I'll go ahead and click on their profile. And right here in this tab where it says get latest prices, or get latest price, I'm sorry, I'll go ahead and click on that. And I'll put right here quantity needed. Let's say I want to only get started with 50 pieces. I'll go ahead and put that in. And for details, one of the first questions I like to ask them is, are they able to sell me the quantity I'm asking for, whether that's 50, whether that's 60, whether that's 100. You don't, generally speaking, you won't need to go any lower than 50 because since we're doing products that are under a pound, you're going to find that smaller products have a really low cost. So we'll be able to find products that are, anywhere from 15 cents to $1 per piece. And with that, I believe that is a more than sufficient cost for us to get started. Because let's say for instance, with this product right here, I want to get 100 pieces, and I'll end up paying the max price, which is, I believe that's supposed to be 30 cents. I'll do the math real quick, just so I can be for sure. 30 cents times 100. So that's $30 to get started on, a very low MOQ, minimum order quantity, 100 pieces. That's how much they required me to buy. So that would cost me $30 if I did want to test out this product. But we verified earlier that this product is patented, so stay away from it. I'm just using it as an example. But back again in the get latest prices, once we're interested in the price that the seller is offering, we'll go ahead and select the quantity that fits our budget the most. We'll put that in there. And the first question I like to ask them is, are you a man? Actually, let's start with a greeting. Let's be polite. Hello, my name is Kevin. It's Kevin. Boom. I think that's my name. And we'll just say, are you a manufacturer or a supplier? That's going to be the very first question we ask each individual seller on Alibaba. And the reason being is because if they are a supplier, they are nothing more, and this is a hack right here, make sure you pay attention. If they are a supplier, they are nothing more than a middleman between you and a manufacturer who's actually selling the product. Suppliers are only after profit, so they'll do anything to find a low quality, low cost product because they're simply a middleman just bridging you to a manufacturer. So they're just more so worried about the money and profits rather than a relationship. Like a manufacturer, they're an actual company. So when they deal directly with you, they are interested in building a long-term relationship with you. So that means they're gonna, want to sell high quality products. They're gonna want to have great communication. And the fact that they're a manufacturer means that they actually have the raw goods to create different types of products you're looking at. So let's just say, for instance, that you were selling a kitchen product. They may have multiple products that you want to begin to sell later on in your Amazon seller's life, and they may be able to supply you with that product as well. and also different products. And you'll be able to just go to one person for a vast majority of your products because they're a manufacturer. They're able to create down there at their companies. You don't want to deal with a supplier because they're just a middleman. They're actually the ones, they're going to go try to find a manufacturer to get you their goods. So make sure you ask them, first question, most important, are you a manufacturer or are you a seller? Because we only want to deal with manufacturers. So hope you guys got everything good in this video. We will continue on with dealing with the suppliers. But first things first, we want to make sure we're going after gold suppliers. We want to make sure that we are reaching out to them, letting them know the quantity that we can afford. And we want to ask them the first question is, are you a manufacturer or a supplier? Because remember, we only want to deal with manufacturers. See you guys in the next video.